Hello and welcome. I'm Annette Reeder from thebiblicalnutritionist.com, and today you can see I have a new appliance that I want to share with you about. This is an air fryer. This is a Paris Rhone air fryer, and I'm going to tell you all about it and why you might want to consider having your own smart oven or air fryer in your kitchen. Well, I have been using an air fryer in my kitchen. I've used several different varieties, just been trying them out. I've tried the round ones with the basket. I've tried the square ones, the small ones, the large ones. I've tried all of them. I just like playing with them. I'm going to share with you 3 of the recipes that I made that I know you're going to love. But before we do, I just want to share with you how this works and why it's so valuable to have in the kitchen. Now, if you have an oven, you don't need this. This is only for fun foodies because it's going to make short work of your cooking. It's going to create less heat in your kitchen, which is really good for summertime, and it's going to cook faster, so less time. It's big enough that you could actually put 2 different dishes in here to keep it warm until you're ready to serve your guest. Talk about great news. All right. Now, to use the oven work, I'm going to share with you a few recipes. The first one is baked Parmesan tomatoes. Now, this one, to get started, that is our power button there. We're going to turn that on. Then we're going, right now it always comes up with air fry, so we're going to turn that to the minus to go to preheat. There's our preheat. We're going to hit the temperature, and now we're at 400. I need to go down to 380. We're at 380, and then I'm going to hit start, and it's going to start preheating. We're going to mix a half a cup of Parmesan cheese. To this, we're going to add 1 teaspoon of dried oregano plus a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Now, just to be from the fun side, you could use, that's our timer saying it's ready. The za'atar that we told you how to make in another video, definitely I would consider using that. Just mix this up. So you got that well blended in with the cheese. It's better to mix them than to just put the cheese in and then sprinkle the seasoning on top. It's always better for the cheese to absorb the flavor. And then cut off your tops of your tomatoes, as easy as that. And then put your cheese on top. Go ahead and mound it up because that's going to bake down. Make sure you got some of that seasoning from your bowl there. And as you can tell, for these 2 tomatoes, I didn't quite use all of it. Now we'll set that aside, and then we're just going to drizzle it with some olive oil and bake it. So we put our tomatoes in the oven right around the middle rack. We're going to close the door. We're going to reset our temperature, make sure that's at 380. Our timer starts at 20. We're going to bring that down to 10 and hit start. There we go. We are ready to go. Well, they are done cooking, and I did the 10 minutes. I just don't really think it needed the 15 minutes. Wow, don't those look scrumptious? So let me just, and the tray is going to be hot, so I don't know why we would think an oven tray wouldn't be hot, but it definitely is. Just put this on our plate here. First time I had roasted tomatoes with cheese was at Ruth Chris Steakhouse. Not that we go there very often, but it was so delicious. I felt like it was a delicacy, and yet it was such a simple dish that why had I not thought of that before? Yeah, so just keep in mind it is going to be hot, and then we can just top this off beautifully with either some parsley or cilantro or even some basil. Some fresh basil would be really good. And just make it look nice and pretty and gorgeous for our family to enjoy. All right, so there we have it. Some delicious Parmesan tomatoes. Now this recipe is going to be a favorite in my kitchen for a long time. I am so glad I discovered this recipe. Really simple. I just hadn't thought of preparing chicken like this. This is called buttermilk roasted chicken. And so what we're going to do first is we're going to season the chicken with about 2 teaspoons of kosher salt. And then we're going to let it sit for about 30 minutes. Second, we're going to place the chicken in a large mixing bowl, and then we're going to pour over it the buttermilk. And then let's cover it really tight and refrigerate it overnight. Then we're going to, after that has sat overnight in the refrigerator, remove it from the refrigerator, and then an hour before cooking, just let it sit on the counter. Now we're going to remove the buttermilk and just set that aside. And at the same time, we're going to preheat our oven to 380, and then we're going to transfer the chicken to the baking dish, and then season it again with 1 teaspoon of salt. Cook about 30 minutes until it's golden brown and crisp all over. Well, it looked delicious and it tasted amazing. How could that be so simple? And I have never known how to do a buttermilk roasted chicken before. We know buttermilk is really good for making fried chicken, but this was really good. I can't wait for you to try it. Now, if you don't have the Paris Rhone oven, that's okay. You could do that in your home oven. This just makes shorter work of it and gets done quicker, and it's just small, convenient, and less electricity. Now you can see by this cookbook how messed up it is. I have definitely been playing with it. And there you have it. I have done zucchini sticks. I have done the cookies in the back. Here's the tomatoes that I did. I did the Italian meatballs. You can tell because my cookbooks are always a little bit dirty. I have done the garlic Parmesan chicken wings. These all turned out delicious. Even your roasted chickpeas can be done in the smart oven. Well, I am not a fan of microwave ovens. I just need to confess that. The way the microwave cooks, it actually decreases the nutritional value of foods. And I need all the nutritional bang that I can get out of my foods because I've invested in that food and I've invested in my family. Yet this is more like your conventional oven. It's just going to cook with less energy, cost you less with electricity. It's going to cook quicker and create less heat in your kitchen. So for summertime, that's really important. But I really like how it crisps things up. My fries, my sweet potato fries are much crispier and my husband loves them crisp. My pizzas are crispier, which I already shared with you. The chicken was amazing, and you could do anything you want in this oven. Now I will say, I have over here my Branch Basics cleaners. That is how I keep my appliances clean. Hopefully it looks clean to you. And that's just a safe alternative for cleaning your home. So if you haven't tried them yet, I'll put a link to that below. And to all of you, always remember that God loves you. He has loved you from the moment of conception. He loves you with an everlasting love, and He's always there for you. So thanks for watching, and be sure and check out biblicalnutritionacademy.com, where we have all of our courses to teach you God's recipe for excellent health.